lot of stuff at the top or what?
No, you're
all right. We are live, I believe.
Oh.
Hoping people can hear us. I'll take that as a yes. Hey, look, welcome to Dragons on the River of Time. Dragonlance Nexus presents. Thank you for spending your Saturday evening with us. We really, really, really appreciate it. Hey, it's been only 1 month until our last session. What in the ass? I'm just very surprised that we actually made it and got it together. And part of it's my fault, but hey, we made it month to month. So welcome back. We are down one man. I'm guessing he will be here at some point in time soon. I do apologize, or we apologize for last session. We didn't get a chance to stream it live. Sometimes real life gets in the way, and we just had some issues, technical issues that day. So we're just going to move forward. All of our episodes are recorded on YouTube. So you can just find us there on Dragonlance Nexus, or if you're watching us on Facebook, we're under the Dragonlance or at Dragonlance Nexus. You could find us on Twitter at Dragonlance Nexus, and we're also on Twitch. If we have any folks watching us on Twitch, I hope you're there. We're Dragonlance Nexus as well. You can find our info below me. But regardless, thank you. We also like to thank our Patreon supporters. If you're watching, we love you because you help us keep all the lights on. You help us support the Nexus, pay for our hosting fees. You also help us commission new art for our projects and our future gaming books. And so we really, really, really appreciate you. I think that is enough for intros. Let's go around to our players, and we'll just go do a quick round the bend to say who you are and who you play. Let's start with you, Chuck.
My name is Chuck. I play Tarn Winteraxe, the lovely curmudgeon-y dwarf that has a heart of gold. And I am a level, was it 5 or 6?
6.
Level 19 paladin. I got boosted last session.
Quite the boost.
It was quite the boost. I got some levels. I powered up. Hit the secret block. So
a heart of gold is useless in this day and age. You need a heart of steel.
It's worthless.
I've got a heart of steel you can borrow right here.
Neil Young would take some issue with you there. So,
well, Neil Young needs to remember. So, no, never mind.
Once again, it's Neil Young. Let's have some respect there from the state of Missouri.
All right.
That's all I had as I was trying to fill time until I get cut off by the Oscar music.
Let's go to Megan. Megan, welcome to your third session with this ragtag group of folks. Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Hi, everybody. My name is Megan. I come from Connecticut, the state which gave us John Mayer, so you're welcome.
Weird flex.
I do the Dragonlance Canticle podcast, which you can find on any podcast apps. And you can find me personally on Twitter at Miss Megan J. And I am playing Lady Elnora Sunsgrace, a Knight of Solamnia, a sword knight, a woman of the past.
Very well. Thank you for joining us. And, John Mayer is a great guitar player. I will give him that. I just don't think
Neil Young's from Canada.
Oh, well, never mind.
I was just making fun of the state of Missouri.
So it's looking like Weldon will be here soon. So Travis, keep on the lookout. Tim, tell us.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm from Texas. So yeah, pretty much everybody famous comes from Texas.
That's true.
Too many to name. But I'm playing Garrus, the Minotaur fighter, who is just trying to reclaim his lost honor by traveling with a ragtag group of demi-humans and one human. So, yeah.
There's a term I haven't heard in a while. Demi-human.
Demi-humans. Yeah.
Am I the
there's
only
a
human?
term. I think so.
You are indeed, yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
We don't discriminate.
Sorry, I was showing my age by using that term.
I liked it.
Fantastical races. How about that?
Thank you, Tim. Let's go to John.
Hello, I am John from Illinois. The only the best band out of Illinois is Mudvayne. I was just in their hometown earlier today, Peoria. But anyway, I am playing Erevan Moonwhisper, who is a Kaganesti elf warlock, whose patron is the device of time journeying, and also a second level wizard, as I have stretched my learning boundaries and am learning alternate methods of the powers besides the ones that were just plopped on me.
All right. Travis, if you could fix Weldon and Megan's video, they're a little locked up. Well, no, you can't fix Weldon. Weldon's late, but never forgotten, right?
He's on his way, he says.
No, he's here.
He has arrived.
Yes. So Trampus, let's go to you before we'll do Weldon last, if we can get his stuff situated.
All right. I'm Trampus Whiteman. I am playing MacGuffin, a Tinker Gnome artificer, and who has a big robot bear named Kodiak. Let's see. I'm from the great state of Missouri, if we're asking, and home to the one and only Chuck Berry.
Ew.
That works for me.
I also just learned that Michael Bolton is from Connecticut, so
Well, there's that.
I win.
I think he's gotten better in recent years. He's had a lot of self-deprecating humor, and you gotta love that.
Weldon, I think you're muted. I don't have your video set up yet, but we're working on it. Can you unmute yourself and just give us, hey, there's your video?
Well, I am currently figuring out why I previously was logged on to Teams as my wife instead of me and all that jazz. Plus, my computer decided it wanted to do a lot of internet, Windows updates in the middle of all this. I'm like,
that's okay.
Microsoft, why do you do this to me? Anyway, so if you guys are recording, hi, my name is Weldon Chen. I am playing Ari Haversack. I am a Kender out to cash my bounties, going after thieves, especially Kender thieves who all take stuff and give the rest of the race a bad name. So I am here off to basically try to capture my current bounty. I seem to forget her name right now, but that's okay, because Kenders tend to forget names, but we'll remember it somewhere along the line, and it'll all turn out really well.
Pandora KO.
Pandora KO, that's it.
Yes. Okay. So we've gone around the room. I know we're still working on video. I believe everyone still has all their audio situated. Before we go, maybe just real quick, I know last session we weren't able to discuss the novel spoilers. Now that our Nexus embargo is over, does anybody want to say anything about the novel they weren't able, they had to hold back on? And we're talking about Dragons of Deceit. It's out. It's a good read. I had a few issues with it, but large and large, it was good. I enjoyed it. So did anybody want to have anything real quick that they wanted to say that bothered them or they loved that is now spoiler centric?
Well, I loved this. I loved seeing my favorite scene was probably when Destina goes and sees the companions on the night that they are reunited in Solace. I think that's so cool because that event is from the point of view of a Dragonlance fan, that's the event, the companions reuniting at the beginning of Autumn Twilight. So it was really cool to see that scene again, but different. And I'm really excited for the adventures of Sturm and Raistlin. I think those two never got quite enough a chance to develop their dynamic because the groups split in the novels. but I think it's going to be really interesting to see the two of them together. And I think that they're going to end up, I don't know if they'll end up being friends, but I think they're going to come to respect each other.
I think they're going to land up being Huma and Magius, at least in Legend.
Yeah, maybe. That's a possibility too. Raistlin will end up being both Fistandantilus and Magius and Raistlin.
That'd be pretty cool.
Wow.
I
The
also
three
like
most
that it was
powerful
a-
wizards of all time were all just Raistlin.
Yeah, I like the choice.
That's a hell of a resume.
So I'm excited for the next novel. I think that's going to be really interesting to see them.
Yeah,
To see
I
them
want more of
time traveling.
I want more of Destina's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I liked her.
A lot of people have
She
really
was
liked
super
her and
cool.
want to see more of her, you know.
I thought we were kind of, I mean, I felt a little shortchanged when mom just kind of was like, oh, you're on your own. I'm off to do my own thing. I'm like, darn it, come back.
We rarely get, I want to say she's a druid. I feel like they might have said cleric, but in my head, she was a druid.
They said a cleric, which, you know, works because you do have nature clerics.
Yeah, druids can be in the holy orders, so yeah.
Right. Why not?
And I hope they make some changes to Tasselhoff. Tasselhoff, my biggest complaint of the novel was how stupid Tasselhoff is.
Right. He used to be smarter.
It was like
That's a
Tasselhoff-
complaint of every novel.
Like, but I mean,
Well,
if you read,
by the
if you
third
compare
time I read through this book, it occurred to me, wait a minute, I'm reading Tasselhoff as if he was intelligent, but he's got a spell over. And I'm just going like, everything that he's doing, which is just really weird, is a spell. It literally, they're not saying it, they're not spelling it out, but I'm going like, he suddenly has to do this for some reason, and he just can't break his mind out of it, and he's just going after his wife that he's just fallen madly in love with and wants to be there. I'm going like, I think that's a spell. They're not spelling it out, so you don't enough, but he's not making any sense. I'm going like, you know, if I had a potion of love put on me and I'm just doing this weird things to go after a girl, you know, hey, that's probably a large explanation of all the weirdness, and because of that, by the third book, I was able to pass through any qualms I had originally. I said, wow, this is getting really exciting. He's just like, when is he gonna be released from the spell?
that's
And,
interesting. I hadn't even
Raistlin pretty
thought
much
of
said,
that.
hold
Yeah,
on,
me
let
too.
me take you to this back room somewhere.
Yeah, that
Hopefully I'll
that
beat
changes
it
my
out of you.
perspective a little bit.
Yeah. And you know, my opinion on it is I don't think we were on the same timeline. That could be insanity to me, but you know, it might be insanity to others. But when I read through the book, the first time, obviously being a Dragonlance fan, I found all sorts of nitpicks that I want to, go through and stuff. But I squared most of it away as in loss of knowledge. So just like Raistlin, in Legends can say, yeah, we jumped 100 years, but then timeline, says, the year 32, Fistandantilus did this. I'm more willing to chalk up loss of human knowledge and dates and stuff because of the cataclysm. And the second I miss, obviously, most people will be going like, well, then you love Draconians. And I'm going, there are no Draconians in this timeline. I think something happened to all of them. And that led me to another quandary that I can't bring up to the rest of the group, because I'm going like,
And he's on.
what if we're already experiencing a timeline change? What if everything that's been going on has already been flooding in, and maybe Raistlin and Sturm, knowing the future, saved the dragon eggs? Then there are
Okay.
no more Draconians. They're all gone.
I don't
That's why they
think
don't
that.
show up
I
during
think there's
the forest
Draconians.
time.
I just don't believe that they were in this story. I think they're still there.
Yeah, they're serving under Lord Salt apparently.
Oh,
Of course.
well, that's fine too. I'm actually kind of excited to read
Looking
an
forward to it.
adventure that's outside of the timeline. Anyway, we
Same.
could talk all night. We started a little late, so I kind of want to get into it. if that's okay with you guys, are there any closing things you wanted to say?
It's really easy to talk to the king of the dwarves.
Just walk in.
Doesn't take.
Yeah,
well,
I-
just
He's
I
the
really
most
like-
patient dwarf I've ever seen.
I know, but also
I really liked
his friend that was he tasked with following her around. He's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have liked more of him in the novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the book, but I feel like it was very, very easy to get a couple of major artifacts in their hands.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but I'm
should
leaving that
literally
up
buy
to a
the-
major god interfering. You know,
There's always
there is a
that.
god
Yeah.
interfering with.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Well, yeah,
But-
you've got reorcs doing stuff with the the chaos crystal,
Great gem.
the gray gem,
Chaos Crystal, the Chaos
what it
Emerald
is.
from Sonic the Hedgehog.
right? And yeah, I don't.
Thought
I
was
know
up
it
for
was.
Final Fantasy.
I would say that they kind of like really hurried her trying to get the device of time journeying, but a lot of crap happened at the same time. So that's what I feel like. It was all chaotic, which
Yeah, it was good though. I really enjoyed it, especially the last probably third of the book was probably my favorite part.
yeah, I agree there.
I think it
But-
set up the next book really well, so I think
Mhm.
that's good.
Mm.
Yeah, I cannot. Wait
I
till
think
next
that's where
book.
the fun's going to really begin. You know.
Mhm.
No, what really excited me was, well, beyond the fact that Task got married, that was hilarious. But what really was Dalamar got a glimpse of the future, and I'm
Yeah.
just here like he knew, and so this totally changes the way I view Summer Flame now.
Right.
Mhm.
If Summer Flame
Still the
had-
worst book they ever written.
I read
Yeah,
that
but the
in
problem
3
is with the
days.
mess up of the timeline, you don't know if it created a tangent when Dalamar knew. I mean, once Dalamar of the other past didn't know, but now he does know. And so if he wants to fulfill his future, Dalamar is going to have to suffer knowing what's going to happen. But the first Dalamar didn't know. So
We're just gonna have to wait another
it could still
15
work.
years to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
with the gray gem running around, everything is changing. So I think it's going to be a nice, good reboot. But that being said, we could discuss this all night. We're running 15 minutes late, and I need to rush this out. I do want to make one reminder. The Nexus did take down Tassel House Pouches of Everything and Champions of Krynn chapters 1 and 2 because we are reformatting them into basically revised editions that will be sold on the DMs Guild soon. And we're all very excited. We've got a lot of great new things that are going to be in there, and they're more complete versions with better art. So I just want to put that out there. Give it, definitely, hopefully in time for Christmas that they'll be out
Yeah.
whenever they open the DMs Guild.
We've got
Anyway.
it's been reorganized and added to. Like there's lots and lots of new content. So yeah.
Oh yeah, more races, more
Mhm.
class options, more everything.
Cool feats.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, cool feats, new backgrounds, all types of stuff. Okay, that being said, no more self-promotion. So let's talk about session 17 last month. So last session, you began in the Agrothian skies at the end of your dragon battle, and MacGuffin basically in death saving throws. Erebon did some crazy midair antics, jumped from a dragon to another dragon, and was able to save him with a cantrip. So that was pretty cool. And then I believe, go ahead.
That's what I do.
Well, you're lucky because the dragon was starting to go like this, it had too many people on it, but it worked out. Ari followed up with a potion, and hey, MacGuffin didn't die, so that was good.
Yay! Thank you.
You guys were able to land after your air battle, took a short rest, kind of butchered that green dragon that you killed, which was funny because you guys were all on chaotic, type dragons, and they were cool because they'd all taken hits. You had left your you were about a half mile away from the citadel that you were going to. You left your dragons behind. You approached the citadel, which was smaller than you thought. You pass by bodies of burnt ogres, and it appeared the edifice of the building had taken damage as well. It was determined it was a very large fireball spells that had been kind of attacked, and there was like maybe a dozen charred ogre corpses all over the place and up on the battlements hanging over. You did find 2 ogres on duty, but they did not move to attack. They only asked if you were with the sorceress. When you all said no, they simply opened the door for you. Then there was kind of like some argument. Oh, this is too easy. What are we going to do? Da, 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 da. You guys split the party, which always works well. And I guess Ari and Tarn stayed outside kind of investigating the corpses while the rest of you went into the main hall. You found 2 Oni, or Ogre Magi, Ogre Mages, in the grips of a Hold Monster spell. One broke its magical paralysis, and a pitched battle started in that main hall area. It kind of yelled at you in angry confusion, but no one spoke Ogre, so no one knew what he was saying. Meanwhile, outside, Ari used his hat of disguise to shapeshift into Pandora Ko and basically intimidated away the guards. They just ran off. Then he went inside, joined the battle, while Tarn was out there for a little longer. Tarn had warned you guys, maybe don't go, let's think through this, and nobody did that.
Knights don't think.
It's hard. It's anyway, we'll get there.
Heinrich the Learned Knight disagrees with you.
Right.
Hashtag obscure.
He basically, it was a hard fought battle that you guys continued. You did defeat one Oni. The other one broke loose from his spell. He ended up fighting with you guys. But after a while, it became kind of a losing battle after some good spell work and things like that. And he surrendered. Ari attempted to interrogate the Oni as Pandora, but he saw through the disguise because his deception was really crappy. Tarn let the Oni go and kind of admonished the party for attacking everything in the room, always. That was kind of funny. I don't know. You guys probably...
Again, knights. That's what we do.
The party then ascended to the next level, finding King Garrick Draken sitting upon his throne. He was probably one of the prettiest ogres you've ever seen. He had silver hair and light bluish skin, and he looked to be a mix, potentially, of giant blood. But he was sitting on his throne, and he was wounded. And he was just staring at you guys intently with his weapon in hand. To his left, he actually had a pile of big stones that potentially he could throw at you. You did notice 2 other ogre corpses that looked to be half frozen and half beaten to death. No one ever bothered to look what kind of spell that might have been. Tarn asked the king where Pandora went. The king pointed at the portal, and so that was the other thing in the room, was there was a portal open like you've seen in the past, but it had black energy kind of striating through it. Tarn was over it and just said, okay. He just kind of stormed towards the portal, and Erevan had a kind of a flash of inspiration from his patron, or the Device of Time Journey, and both Erevan and MacGuffin were able to figure out that Pandora's magics had tainted that portal. So they kind of asked Tarn to stop. Tarn stopped, and he started speaking to the king again. And he also asked MacGuffin, how does the king die? And it was determined that he's supposed to die in some of the battles at the end of the war. Meanwhile, Erevan made a successful, it's like I'm going to call it a chronomancy check that we've kind of worked out between us. And he was able to fix the portal and cleanse it of any of Pandora's energies. What it did exactly, nobody knows still. As he cleansed that portal, King Garrick's hand snapped down to a boulder. Tarn was watching the Ogre King. He moved to grab a hand axe to throw, and we started initiatives. So, Travis, can you put us on the battle map, sir? Oh, we're already on the battle map. All right. Everybody see that? Cool. Okay. So we're just going to kind of jump into initiative here. Before we start the battle, there is a few things that I do need to go over. My most loved highlights from last session was Erebon. You were pretty nuts, leaping from dragon to dragon while 1,000 feet in the air. That was cool. +1 inspiration.
Sweet.
And Tarn, your dwarven stubbornness and butt wisdom was in full display, and it's hard to go against your party members. It's a rough thing to do because it creates friction amongst the group. So I just you already have 2 inspiration points, so I'm going to give you 200 bonus XP for that, because that was a rough thing to do. It was some rough role play. And I know it kind of ruffled some feathers a little bit. We had some conversations after the game between players. But hey, we're here to have fun, right?
Did we get to hear any of Tarn's poetry he was writing?
That's up to Tarn.
Perhaps after the battle.
So we are in session.
Hymn to reorcs.
We're in session 18. It's 6:30 p.m. In Urgoth on the 3rd of Ramont in 1080 PC. The campaign is still 15 days of game time. Here we've been going for 2 years. Let's go for our inspiration check. Ari, I believe I have you at 2. Is that correct?
My notes say 1. I used an inspiration.
Oh, you used 1? Somewhere. All right, I might have missed that one. Okay, Erebon, I have you at 1 with the one you just got.
Yep.
All right. Garrus, I have you at 2.
2, yep.
MacGuffin, I have you at 2.
Sounds right.
Okay. Tarn, I have you at 2, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, and Elnora, I have you at 1.
Yep, that's what I have too.
Okay. So you didn't lose any items. I will say some of the things you gained last session was an adult green dragon teeth for Tarn and Garrus. You guys were yanking teeth out, and those are big teeth. They're like size of a hand. So I'm wondering what you're going to do with those. And I believe MacGuffin, you got some green dragon scales.
Yep.
Let's see. Do we have any follow-ups or research? Nothing on there. Oh, Erebon, you would need to spend another 8 hours of research in the book that you were given by Magus to attempt travel between alternate forks on the river or alternate timelines.
Okay.
That was one thing. You're able to now travel time, but you're not able. You have not mastered traveling forks. Garrus, you still need to spend some time studying your rune magic books. And I still have a little thing here that at some point in time, that MacGuffin's gonna want to research red and green dragon scales for rebuilding Kodiak at some point. All right. So.
Or maybe something else.
Maybe something else. Okay. So here we have King Garrick Draken. He is very tall for an ogre. He's 13 feet in height. His skin is from white to light gray. His hair is silver. He's a pretty ogre, and he's really tall. So it leads you to think that he might be part giant, more than an ogre, like giants. You already saw around the room, Garrick does have a morning star in his right hand, and his left hand has kind of snatched down to get what would be a small boulder. Oh, and it was revealed that Pandora did take the axe of the ancients away from him, and that was that. All right, so we are in the middle of initiative, and let's start with Ari.
All right. I am.
Keep in mind, you guys are all injured from that last battle.
Okay, so I think I need some interpretation of the rules because
Sure.
That ogre has not attacked yet,
He has
has
not.
he?
No.
So
You're
it had
higher on the
any-
initiative than him.
Yeah, so let's see. Assassinate 3rd level. Take advantage of attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn yet. And any hit you score against a creature surprised is going to be critical hit. So he's not surprised. He knows we're in the room, but I'll pull off a shot ahead of him.
Yeah,
Right?
you'll get the critical, but you're not going to get the, or whatever.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. You'll get the, you know what I mean.
Get the advantage, but not the crit.
You'll get the advantage, but not the critical. Thank you.
All right. So I will go this way and then shoot him with my crossbow. With advantage, should have sneak attack.
Yes, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's within range. Yes, you'll get advantage. Yes, you'll get sneak attack.
If you hit.
If you hit, correct.
And let's see how that turned out.
Damn, you hit.
Yeah, I hit? All right.
You hit.
Okay.
That's a 15. Oh, wait, was that a 12? Or did you roll? All right.
It rolled the damage also, a 15.
He
Normally
rolled a 20.
10.
Yeah. Oh, so he hit. So you rolled a 12 and a 20. That's
So you had advantage. So you got the
you got
20.
advantage, you got the 20. Yeah, you hit on the 20.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My
So
head's not
then-
screwed on straight. You hit him. It's all good.
And looks like it did 25 damage.
You did that much.
Yeah.
And he definitely roars in pain as you hit him in a bolt that goes right into his neck.
Was that with a crossbow? Did you shoot him with a crossbow?
Yeah. No,
Hand
a light crossbow that I've got.
Oh, it's a light crossbow. I thought it was the
Yeah.
hand.
Therefore, 1d6.
Cool.
Or 1d8 plus 5.
All right.
And used a magical bolt. So let me reduce that. There you go. All right.
Okay.
My screen is going to go black for just a second, but I'm still here. You don't have to do anything.
Okay. It's Erevan's turn.
Okay, Erevan is going to do a chromatic orb.
Okay.
And okay, let me get it to roll. Oof. I'm assuming an 8 does not hit.
No. Sorry.
All right, 8 is not a hit, so I will 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move to there.
Okay.
And that's it.
Tarn, your turn.
All right. As a bonus action, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Got
it. Seeing what's going on, not quite sure why we're attacking here, but I don't want to be the party pooper of the group.
Big rock.
He had a big rock.
He could throw the rock at us. So
I will take a hand axe and throw the first one.
Okay.
12, I assume misses. I'll take my extra attack. 10. I'm not sure what we're doing here, so just gonna go behind this pillar, and kind of watch what's going on because all of a sudden all hell's breaking loose when we were just leaving.
All right.
XP.
Okay. It is Garrick's turn. Come out, little dwarf. He stands up, but not before I get you, Kender. And he tosses one of those rocks at you.
ah.
Ah! Net one.
Let me see here.
Crap.
It's the blood loss from the bolt to the neck.
Right.
And,
Completely
Trampus-
taken
All
by
right, so
Trampus gets
uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack,
He
you can
missed.
use your reaction to half the attacker's damage.
He missed.
He rolled a 1.
He missed? Yay!
I told you
So
he
0
missed.
I
divided by 2.
mean,
Yay!
you could dodge a 0.
Woo!
He rolled a natural 1, and on a natural 1, it was a 13. So that
That's
should
what
tell
we
you
call
something.
a canny dodge.
Right. So canny. Ultra canny.
All right. Hang on a second.
Super fan canny.
So he pulls a potion. Is he able to? He's not able to drink that in the same action, is he? I don't think so.
Rules is written no,
Yeah,
but
it's
a
the
lot of
same
DMs let you drink.
Yeah,
a
it's his
potion as
move
a bonus
equivalent.
action.
So
Yeah, in my games I do potions are a bonus action, but by the rules, potions are 1 action.
but he could do that while he's moving, right? Yeah, he can.
Mhm.
So let's just.
It's technically interacting with an object.
Yeah, he's gonna move right here.
Oof.
Oh no!
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
You're
Ari.
looking really big.
Yeah, he's 13 feet tall, so he's just like towering over you, and he's got a potion in one hand, and he's got a huge morning star in another.
I'd like to point out that I'm in Ari's window now.
Yeah, Trampus
So-
dropped.
I'm going to be playing Ari from now on, and Weldon is going to play MacGuffin. Well, there I am. I'm back.
All right, Garrus, your turn.
all right.
To be fair, he did leave his boulders here, so he's not going to be able to do boulders anymore.
Let's see. All right. Yeah, I guess Garrus is just going to do his regular thing, which is just attack the thing that's moving.
Well, with an attack roll of 1, he should probably rethink his life choices and not ever throw a boulder again.
Right. I'm assuming that hits.
I'm gonna assume so.
Yeah.
12.
Well done.
You only rolled 20 better than my attack.
We'll try again.
So I will say this: he did have some wounds from previous, so he's not at 100%, but he's still pretty tough.
So there's that. Yeah. I don't really want to use a bonus action right now. There's nothing to use a bonus action on right now. Well, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action for second wind.
That's a good call.
Yeah. With
How
that,
much does that get you back?
well, I only have 4 hit dice left. So can I use all 4?
I think you can.
Or can I
Second
just-
wind is a D10 plus your fighter level,
Just a D10. Okay, got it. All right. So I'll just
but it
do
doesn't
that.
cost any of your hit dice.
All right. So
Plus
that's
your fighter level.
13 I get back.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Yep.
Cool. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Elnora. Wait a
Wait
second.
I don't suppose
Oh.
Elnora. Sorry.
Damn it. No, you're okay. First, so Trampus had gotten off the initiative, and I have no idea what his
Put
old
him at-
initiative was.
Just put him at 1.
There
Okay.
was, there
Just
yeah,
put
there
him at
was one
1.
that
It's-
said 6, but didn't have anybody's name by it. But that's gone.
That was
now, but
probably you.
put me at 1.
He can take his
Okay.
turn now. I don't mind.
Nope. Go ahead.
You're okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so Elnora doesn't know much about. Does she know anything about time travel? Does she even know these people are time travelers? Now that I think about
Yes,
it,
you do. You do
did we
know
discuss
that.
that?
Yes. So
I
you do know
thought there
that,
was a
you know they're
story
time
area
travelers.
where I was trying to tell you when I was like in your,
Oh, that's right.
your clothes.
So you
stuff.
originally,
I thought
so
I
he-
told
so
you.
this is something that I want to talk to you about. So you originally had been spoken to about Magus,
Hmm.
and now Magus has left the timeline, and you have no memory of why you took this mission with these absolute strangers.
Oh, interesting.
All you know is that it was something that needed to happen, and here you are. And you do know that King Garrick Draken is the head of the ogres, and it would be strategically good to have him dead. And the fact that all of his men had been destroyed before you got here was, beneficial to your cause anyway. But you have no memory of why you decided to take this mission at all. All you know that you knew it was a worthy reason, but for some reason, when you think about it, it's blank.
Well, that's a lot to go through when you're in the middle.
You do
of
know they're
combat.
time travelers, though. Yeah.
Right. We have a Kinder. I'm sure he's explained it in detail.
They have
Yeah,
explained.
but
that
He
they
explained
have
it.
time.
He explained it when he
Trainer
was
away
watching
from
me
me.
get dressed.
The problem is the person who really explained it to you was Magus, and those
Yeah.
memories are gone. So
Right.
you know that these strangers here aren't from this time, and they've shown you things, that they are definitely not from here and done things, but everything's hazy. So go with that.
Well, Elnora is going to see that this throne here is now empty, and she's going to claim it and become queen of the ogres.
Yes.
No, just kidding. So,
Yes, queen.
Elnora will. I'm going to have her stand here next to Garrus. I'm going to have her do something a little different, though. I'm going to have her actually take the dodge action on her turn. So any attacks against me will get disadvantage. And I'm going to call, and because Elnora is starting to think that maybe this king would be a better prisoner than a corpse. So she's going to call out, take him alive. The knights can use him to ransom back our own prisoners. And she's got her sword out. She's got her shield. She's prepared to help defend if she needs to. If he continues with his attack, she's gonna attack. But actually, sorry. Let me back up again. Let me hold my action. If he attacks again, then I'll use my reaction to attack him.
Okay. So holding your action for now, but you did say what you said?
Yes, correct. So
Okay.
I'll say we need to take him alive. Surrender. What's his name? Garrick Draken?
King Garrick, yes.
Garrick. I'll say, King Garrick, surrender. The knights will treat you with honor if you surrender now.
That's all he does. All right.
And I'll hold my action. If he makes another attack, I'm gonna use my reaction to attack him.
Okay.
And I'm done.
MacGuffin.
All right, remind me, since it's
You and the
been a
bear.
month. When did I know that this king was supposed to die?
You did a skill check because Tarn asked you, and you made it. Historically, he dies in the battles that follow after the defeat, after Huma's sacrifice, the exiling of the Dark Queen from Kryn.
Right, so we're not there yet.
No. You guys are not there. Close. Like these are the last days before that happens. But no, it's definitely not there yet.
But
Okay.
since you're here, gnome, things can change.
But now I've got this portal in front of me, right? And none of us have gone through it. Do I sense that it's okay to go through?
Yeah, you can. So you made an Arcana check before to know that there was something wrong with the portal. You don't know much about chronomancy, but your check was so unbelievably high at the time that you knew that there was something wrong with it. You assume that it's safe to walk through. Yes. You would have to further analyze to know for sure. I will say this, because you've seen these portals, this is not the first portal you've gone through. You've gone through several portals. It does have the healthy blue energy coming off of it, where it had the black from before, and you have a good memory And the last time you saw a portal that had black energy coming off of it was when you guys were fighting to get your way out of the Anvil of Time, and there were monsters coming out of that black portal when they killed the journeyman.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm summoning my bear.
Okay.
I can't
Pour
do
a drink for
good
my dead
whistle.
journeyman.
There he is.
And then I'm going to say, guys, he's not supposed to die yet. Come on, we got bigger fish to fry. Let's go. Into the portal, followed by the bear.
So I'm going to take just leave your guys there for now.
Okay.
You're off. We'll get you. Okay. So
Look at
that-
me being assertive.
that was a
Not
good
in the
assertion.
combat.
Elnora is very proud of MacGuffin.
Making copies.
The only problem, though, the advice you just gave me was if we killed him, nothing would happen. It didn't matter.
It's
That
true.
was the last advice he gave me last session.
Did he? I
Nice.
don't-
Yeah,
No,
asked
if
what
it
would
was,
happen if we killed him, and he said nothing important.
I would have given
Well,
you an
that's
hour
true.
lecture on.
No, you
On
said
how
nothing
good affect the time.
important.
No, I mean it was legit saying that nothing that he did was important before he died. That was true. But
Kill.
But all the people he influenced did important things. So yeah.
do you know a lot of ogres?
Yeah.
Very influential ones, apparently.
Have you gone to my high school? They were on the football team.
All right, round 2. Ari.
All right. Well, I will basically. Gosh. All right. I wonder. Since he's right next to me.
So just
and
keep
I
in
am
mind,
imagining
this is a
giant
pillar right
ogre,
here. This is a
little
pillar.
kinder right in between. Let's see. I am just gonna basically draw out my rapier and go at him again.
Okay.
Uh,
You hang on a second. I don't think you're adjacent with Elnora, are you? You might have to
No.
move. Yeah, you might have to move like here if you still wanted to get your
I'm
sneak
sorry,
attack.
I don't understand. I have to move over there.
So
Why?
to get your sneak attack on this dude, you have to be adjacent, right? And so this is not.
There's
Does that make
Sneak
sense?
attack was if
There's people
someone
that
else
chase him,
was
though.
5 feet from him.
Yeah.
I can be anywhere in the map,
Oh.
and I can hit him with a light crossbow or
Okay.
with a dagger or a rapier, as long as he's being distracted by someone within 5 feet of him.
Okay, got it. I don't know.
Yeah,
All right, I got my
in
additions.
AD&D2,
I
you
got
had
my
to maneuver.
yeah. I got my additions messed up. That's my
Yeah,
bad.
the only
Continue.
thing Weldon has to do is drop his light crossbow to draw the rapier, though.
Yeah.
Aw, damn! But
Don't forget to pick it up.
My language. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm just gonna. Let's see if he can reach me. All right. I've got a high armor class. All right. I am going to disengage in my bonus action to make a mad dash. I know that's gonna give me disadvantage, but I'm gonna head over here toward the portal. Not gonna go in yet. So go ahead and throw his attack on me.
You disengaged.
All right, you just disengaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. When you disengage, I don't get an attack.
Oh, okay. I thought it left his field, and therefore it's a attack
Oh,
of
you just-
opportunity for him.
Well,
You
that's what the
disengaged.
disengage does.
Okay.
So
Disengaging
you-
prevents that.
And
Yeah.
you still have an attack
Okay.
if you want it.
Yeah, because rogues
Oh,
get that little
okay.
freebie.
All right.
You do not
I
have
will
any
hit
type
him
of
with
sneak
this
attack.
light crossbow.
He still has sneak attack.
I thought it was within 6 squares.
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
it-
out of it. Like 1, 2,
No.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I think
There's
that was
no-
a 3rd edition thing.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
okay.
six. There's no 6 square rule. He can
All right, do
blast
it.
away.
Do it.
Ah, okay. Damn. All these, changing universe. Let me make my sneak attack.
I'm
1.
glad to know I'm not the only one who gets goofed up by additions.
No, I do it all the time, and I apologize, guys.
No,
Same here. I
don't worry.
still ask my players for reflex saves.
I have to bite my lip almost
acid?
every time.
Do they hand you Tums?
That's a reflux
21 will
Yes.
hit.
Yes,
All
they
right.
do.
So let's see. That's
Those
16.
bastards.
Why did you get 2 sneaks?
Did I get 2 sneak?
Ace
Yeah, I rolled twice accidentally.
Okay.
must
So
you must have clicked.
Is it because?
I mean, you wouldn't get it twice.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I would.
this is
I
just
should
a-
just get.
Yeah, so it's 16 damage. That's fine.
I actually rolled sneak attack 3 times. The 13 and 10 are both sneak attacks.
It's really weird.
I mean, it's
Alright.
really just take your best one, Weldon. You pick.
Yeah. Go for the 13.
We'll go with the first
You
one.
get a sneak attack, and you
I
get a
was
sneak
super,
attack.
in the classic style, I will like make a mark and try to, right in between people's legs, and do just the right damage. So
All right, so we're
you'll
going
see
to
some arrows
Aragon.
fly right through someone's legs.
I'm imagining Ari, like, in movies when they show snipers like laying on the ground aiming. Imagine Ari doing that with his crossbow, firing between Garrus's legs.
It's
Yes.
exactly what it should look like.
John, shoot your turn.
All right, so I'm done.
All right. I am going to move down to the portal. 2, 3, 4, 5, and into it.
Did it? Oh, there it is. Okay, you are off the board, sir. All right. So I'm actually just we're gonna go to Tarn. What are you gonna do?
Oh, since we're still fighting.
I already
1, 2,
wasted 1 spell slot on this dude. I ain't wasting
4. Hand axes do I still have left? I only have 5 left. All right, 2 more. 26
Ooh, yeah, that's a hit.
for 9. Throw another one. 27 for 7.
Oh yeah.
Finish my move. I'll end up right here.
Okay. All right. It's the bad guy's turn. All right, Garrett Draken just looks at both of you and is just like
Don't do it.
angry.
Don't do it.
So the first attack he makes is at the Minotaur. I think a 27 is gonna hit you.
Ouch. I can use my protector feature
Okay.
to give Garrick disadvantage, so he has to roll his attack again.
Okay. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Let me do it this way.
So I'm interposing myself.
Oh, you okay? So you saw that he was about to come down right on your skull, and the Salamnic Crown Knight takes her long sword and is able to parry the blow away, and it totally misses you.
Sword knight.
Or night.
Sword. I apologize.
You got demoted.
That spent my reaction though, so now the action I was holding is just gone now.
Ah. Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Not in this edition. She's not demoted.
Okay, he does have another attack. So. Sorry, Lady Elnora. Now you're getting a strike at you.
Oh no.
Maybe she is going to get demoted.
To corpse.
27 again.
Is that a background corpse
Oh
of
my
Salamia?
god.
Yeah, I think that hits. My armor class of 19 or 18. Lord have mercy.
So he comes
Jeez.
at you and he is able to get past your shield and just launches his Morning Star right into the plate of your armor. And it pierces
Ouch.
through. You are
yeah.
at 1 hit
A
point.
big ouch.
Elnora's in bad shape, everybody.
There's
Her breastplate has been
blood
caved
pouring
in.
from the wound.
Blood pouring out of everywhere.
Damn.
Barely standing.
Okay. That was his. So let's go to Garrus next.
Oh, shoot. All right. I could remember what certain things do. That would be great. All right. Okay. I'm going to attack him.
Yeah.
First off. And I'm going to just roll my thing. Okay. Let's do that first. That will hit. Excellent. For 13.
Well done.
And then for my next trick, attack him again. 17.
17 hits.
All right.
His AC is not all that great.
For 14.
So you guys are just, he's got axes pointed out, multiple wounds and bleeding, but he just looks angry. He's very wounded. But he doesn't look like he's gonna fall just yet.
I'm going to use my action surge and do it all over again.
How many action surges do you get in a day?
1.
I want to say you might have used that on the last battle against the, it's not marked off?
I did
Okay.
mark it off.
I used mine last battle, so.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Do it.
14?
That hits on the dot.
Awesome. So another 24 with those two.
So you're just like, basically most people who are here to watch this battle have never seen a great sword just go so quickly. It's just like flashes of your sword that are just stabbing and slashing him.
I'm also going to expend my 1 superiority die and attempt to frighten him.
Okay.
Essentially, he has to make a saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Here
Must
goes.
make a wisdom saving throw. Failed save, he's frightened of me.
Yeah.
He also takes an additional damage.
He just growls at you. He rolled a 19
There
on
we
his
go.
wisdom saving throw.
He takes 5 more damage
Okay.
from that also.
I mean, he looks very bloody. Okay. Elnora. Are you done, Garrus? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Elnora.
All right, well, I don't have a whole lot of options here. Things are not looking good.
Garrus says, "Go ahead and get out of here. I'll cover you."
Healing touch. Healing touch.
She'll say, I cannot honorably withdraw. And she's going to,
That is
this
the
time I'll
most
take the,
Islamic badass shit I've ever heard.
this
that's
is
awesome.
this time I'm going to legitimately take the dodge action. So
Okay.
if he attacks me, he has disadvantage.
That's cool.
And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold my position. I get my reaction back so I can defend Garrus again if I need to.
Legit.
And I'm done.
Don't forget your inspiration points.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I did forget.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, round 3, Ari.
All right. Can I use my inspiration point on him if I taunt him? Because that's his reaction. His reaction versus my taunt. So I don't think I can use an inspiration point in this manner.
I don't think so. I think it's only when you roll a d20.
Yeah. So
That's
all
not
right.
how that works.
Well, I will still taunt them anyway. Just to get them off of Garrus and Nora. I'm just gonna wail on him about his inadequacy as a leader of the ogres, his ogre men dying uselessly before him, his goddess has got to lose and is eventually gonna get wiped out, and all that stuff, and that he's just an absolute failure in every sense of the word, and in the future no one will quite remember you anymore. So
All right.
come on,
They will
Levi.
know. They will know you as King Garrick of the Pretty Floral Bonnet.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
His charisma saving throws a 22. Shut up, halfling wench. Ah! He just kind of
All right, then
unintelligibly trying to get you to shut up, but he was
then
able to
I'm
fight
gonna
against it.
use my turn to hit him with a light crossbow again.
All right.
Nope.
Oh damn! I will use an inspiration point.
All right.
Damn.
No,
Much
that's
better.
more like it.
Mm,
And
For another 17.
I'll do it. That hits.
all right, and a sneak attack. Why am I doing it twice?
Well, your sneak attack's
already
rolled.
did.
It was already in there.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right. It's right in the. It
Oh,
says
wow.
sneak 7, so 17. Right.
Okay. All right, never mind. I'll take
Mhm.
7 then.
This guy is almost getting a little wobbly. He's not there
Oh.
yet though, but he's definitely wobbly. All right, turn.
Well, that's my favorite hand axe in this chest.
Okay.
Grandpa gave me that one. Is this okay, MacGuffin? 23, and I'm gonna slide up
Woo! Oh.
for 9 more. So 18 total.
He is at 0 hit points.
Yay. So
You
is
said you
Elnora.
aren't alive.
So I believe that puts it 0 hit points is enough to just kind of. He falls, but he
He's
ain't dead.
dying.
He's not dying. He's just disabled, right?
No, he's
I'm-
dying if he's at 0.
No, 0. You're not. You don't make death saves at 0.
He falls down. He looks to be alive. We're gonna take you guys out of the initiative.
I'm retrieving my hand axes.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I retrieve my bolts too?
How gentle are you retrieving those hand axes?
Since Eleanor wanted them alive, I'm being delicate.
Thank you. Thank you, she says as she spits blood everywhere.
Oh,
You don't look so
cool.
good. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you. I think.
All
I
right,
have
so-
Cure Wounds.
let's do a thing here. We're gonna come back to you guys because these guys have been gone a minute. So give me.
Can I throw Cure Wounds before I
Come here,
forget?
kitty cat.
I
A
won't
minute
forget.
or
Don't worry.
12
Chuck.
seconds, whatever.
Yeah, cast the cure wounds. Go ahead and do the thing.
You can get 8 back.
Oh, thank you.
Oop.
I spent all my lay on hands on a dragon, so
I'm just gonna delete your guys off the map. But the party is split for a second, and we did have almost a whole round and a half of combat. So
Now remember, never split the party
right, but
Which
you guys love to do that, so we're gonna
unless
do that.
it's just really cool like this.
Yeah. Okay, so we
Oh,
have
sneaky.
Guffin here, and we have Erebon here, and we have
100 enemies in front of you.
I certainly hope so.
so.
Eldritch Bolt for days. Eldritch Blast.
Your only meat shield's MacGuffin, though.
I'll take it. And a bear.
In a metal bear.
Okay. So
who can
This
fold
portal
out into a
opens
nice
into
table.
a large stone room. Shelves of books line the walls, and in the southwest corner, there is a mess of scrawled notes and books that are lying upon the floor. In the center, there is an obelisk of green stone chased with black. Spreading outward from that in the form of a compass, the stone tiles glow in a soft white thrum of light. The design of the tiles look arranged into the form of a compass. There are doors to the north, east, and west. They are shut. Erevan, you instinctively know there is more time magic in this room than you have ever encountered since you started your quest. And it all seems to be coming from that obelisk and that design that is drawn onto the floor tiles.
All right, I am going to approach the obelisk.
Mhm.
I'm not going to touch it, but I am going to just kind of put my
So the
hands
obelisk
very
looks to
near
be
it.
made of obsidian and jade. Go ahead and give me an investigate real quick.
Not great at this.
It's fine. So on that investigation, even on those very obsidian parts of that obelisk, it looks to be etched in hard to read runes, but you have no idea what they say or what they are. So that's enough from you. MacGuffin, what are you doing?
Well, originally I was going to look at the notes, but I'm kind of curious about this thing. So not touching it, and I'm having my bear stand guard behind us. I want to see if I can read those runes. And
All right.
can I
Give me an investigate.
do I have to do investigate or can I do arcana?
Well, you have to see the runes first, and they're etched into black onyx. So
I investigated.
yes. So you see those
Investigated
runes.
the hell out of those runes.
You can go ahead and give me an arcana roll.
Yes, I can. That was a terrible
no
roll.
effing clue. So that being said,
Inspiration.
you can do an inspiration if you want to. Even on a 20,
Okay.
you have no effing clue what those are.
All right.
Or on a 15, I'm sorry. I thought I saw 20, but it's
That
a
was
high DC to see those runes. So let me get Guffin. It's one now. Okay.
Do
we're gonna-
a rubbing. Do a rubbing, MacGuffin.
Yeah, that always works.
Oh yeah, I'd probably activate the genie inside of that thing.
All right.
No, don't rub. No, do a rubbing like a grave rubbing.
Okay.
Yeah, like Indiana Jones when he
Yeah.
like did the rubbing of the shield.
Exactly.
So what are we doing in here, ladies and gentlemen?
Struggling to not die.
Oh, you're at 9 hit points now, so you're not
I
done.
mean,
You're
that's still
fine. You're
pretty
fine.
bad.
I say, Lady Elnora, are you traveling with us further?
Well,
that's
if
a
I
have
don't
no
die-
idea where this portal is leading us.
go ahead, Tarn.
I was gonna say, while you two are talking and yakking, I'm gonna be looking around the room for crap,
Okay.
Crap.
aha.
for stuff.
There's a whole
I don't
pile of it.
suppose any of you has any manacles, do you?
Not for the size of a giant.
Elnora's going to do her best to secure him with ropes. Then.
Yeah, I have 50. I have 50 feet of rope.
Oh, give me a hand, please, Ari.
All right. Well,
Tie him up. Tie him up real good.
Toss him up.
Make him look like a mummy.
All right. Blah 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 blah. All right.
Okay.
Do I have any
Tarn.
way? Do I have any way of summoning shine to me?
No,
What if I stick my head out the window and yell real loud?
there's no windows.
Shoot.
You
So,
shine.
Tarn, What? Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception check. I rolled a 94.
Did you though?
94.
Wow, that's very perceptive.
So he's really good at it. 13.
9d4.
So,
Yeah.
so even on the 13, you notice that over on that stone throne, behind the pile of boulders, you saw something glinting.
I'll go check it out.
Okay. It looks to be a large crown, but when you notice, that crown seems to be made of star metal.
Ooh. King
There's
Tarn.
there's no jewels or anything. It's just a star metal crown. That's very
Like any good dwarf.
Pop star, a YouTube star? What kind of star?
Like any good dwarf, I'm sacking it.
okay. On him, he does have a potion of healing, greater healing, that he didn't get
Toss
to
that
use.
to the night.
That was in his hand, and somehow it didn't break.
Toss
Thank
that to
you.
the night. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you can drink that if you want to. Let me look at his sheet. He has that oversized Morning Star. He has very large plate armor. Not plate armor, sorry. Actually, no, he's not wearing, he just has natural armor. Never mind.
Wow.
And then he has, we'll say he's got a wallet. I'll just roll randomly of how many gold pieces are in there. Which most of these guys are going to laugh at. Why not? 34 gold pieces in his wallet.
I mean, I'm gonna laugh at the amount since he is the leader.
Right.
Oh, you forgot something. He has a complete collection of Barry Manilow records.
Ooh, nice.
Burn them.
Put those on a fire.
Play Mandy.
That joke went one step too far.
His name was Garrick. He was a dead king.
Okay. All right. Do you want to? Are you drinking that potion?
Not yet, no.
Okay. All right. So I guess. All right. Anyone else want to do anything in here? What's the plan?
Can we can I take a quick look to see if this stairs here leads to the top of the tower?
It
Top
does.
of the
indeed.
Citadel?
Yes.
So like the roof of the Citadel?
Yes. It goes up to the battlements, and if you poke around up to the battlements, you'll see several burnt and dead ogre corpses.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Garrus and Tarn and Ari, I guess. Says, I know this is probably a bit of an imposition, but I don't think I'm well enough to move him on my own. Even if I was well enough, I'm not sure I'm strong enough. Could you help me get him to the top of the tower so Shine can come and pick him up?
Oh yeah.
I can drag him up there. Yeah. Tarn. Yeah. I mean, between the two of us, we can definitely get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a strength 14. I can supervise. Sure.
I've got a strength of 20.
Yeah.
And
me
they're
too, so.
large stairwells, so they're shiny.
The strength of
We need to
10.
hurry. MacGuffin and everyone are on the other side. They need help. So let's hurry.
They're fine.
I'm sure they're fine.
They ran
No,
away.
just kidding.
So that's what I want to do, haul him to the top.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you guys haul the ogre giant to the top, and we're gonna go back to our friends. All right. Here we go. Okay. So you guys have both looked at that obelisk, and you have no damn clue what it does or what it means. Eravon, like I said, you sense chronomancy here.
Okay. I'm gonna go down here
Mhm.
and take a look at the pile of books and papers that are on the floor. You said, I think.
Yeah. So a lot of those books and papers, they have some. They look like they've been scrawled in notes and things like that, but they, on a quick read, they are regarding the Third Dragon War and also some papers and books on the Abyss.
Damn it! If only I had a quill and ink, I'd make a note. Huma wins at the bottom.
So as you've been kind of walking around and looking, these books, there's lots and lots of books, and they all seem to be organized by centuries. Each different stack is a different century.
Wait a minute. Are these like bookshelves along the side here?
Correct. Yes. This is why you listen when I read you my box text, damn it.
Flavor text.
So the books on the shelves are divided by centuries?
Correct. So as you were studying them, you're noticing in these ranges of centuries, this histories of Krynn, and some of the sections are even divided by different continents. You see an area that says Talados. You see one that says Atlatum. You see another one that says Rioto.
Do I have any idea what that means?
No. you just know that they seem to be organized by continent. So if these are real, there are at least three other continents on Krynn.
Isn't Carthia? Look at that.
That's not a continent. That's an island.
All right.
Cool rain.
I'm going to.
Just a trove of knowledge that just.
I certainly hope that our friends will be along soon.
Probably not.
And I'm going to start ritually casting Comprehend Languages out of my spellbook.
Okay. How long does that take?
That takes
10 minutes.
10 minutes,
10 minutes.
plus
Okay.
an action.
Plus your spell level.
So 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, you're gonna be doing that for a while.
So I'm gonna plop down. I'm gonna sit down right there on the corner by this obelisk and start casting that out of my spell book as a ritual.
MacGuffin, you notice that he starts. Erebon starts casting a spell. You're also, because I know your personality well enough, you've noticed that no one has come through that portal yet, and you guys have been here for at least a minute.
My fear
all
is that
dead.
if I see, there's a part of me that really wants to go to the very end of the timeline here and see what's up with that. But at the same time, I do believe my alignment is something like neutral good. And I can't send my bear because if he's too far away, he might not function right. I don't remember how that works. So I'm going to go and peek my head through the portal and say,
So,
are you guys coming or what?
Suddenly
All right,
the
let's
portal
go back.
closes right on MacGuffin's neck.
Actually, I
So-
think when you poke your head through, no one's going to be there.
I
Aren't we hauling him up to the top of the...
would say as you poke your head through, at the very least, you see someone, the tail end of someone moving up this stairwell.
Guys,
I am not making another map, so we're just gonna verbally, because I don't have time.
what?
I
Theater of
didn't-
mind? Are you kidding me?
No, I don't have another time to just go get another battlement map. I know I'd have to search through my crap, and I didn't get one. So what's the all right? I'm just gonna. You guys are halfway up that stairwell, maybe almost 3/4, and you hear MacGuffin yelling from down the stairs.
He's fine.
Okay,
Lift
so
with your knees.
I'm not fine down here, guys.
I'm just gonna. They ignore you, and they're talking to you from down the stairwell. That everyone seems to be alive, MacGuffin, and they're moving. And you could tell they're probably moving that big guy up the stairs.
Well, Ari's there.
Alright,
He can
I
tell
mean,
him
am I
stuff.
like super pivotal in getting this guy up? If not, I can like.
No, Ari, you are not super pivotal.
I mean, we were pretending to let you
You
help.
don't believe you're super pivotal to this whole supervising situation as a Kender, but
Well, it's
It's up
my
to
goal
you.
to keep
Our
everyone
reality.
informed, so I will definitely go over to the portal and tell MacGuffin, defeated the bad guy. Right now, he's been tied up, and we're bringing him to the top of the tower. How is it the situation on your end? Since your like head is sticking out.
We found, we found
I'll
a
relay
chamber with a
what's happening
magical-
over there.
We found a chamber with a magical obelisk filled with chronomancy.
To guys, what's going on?
so did Erevan say it was filled with chronomancy? I don't remember.
I had not actually.
So
I,
yeah, you just
I was just
you
kind of
don't
looking around
actually
and wonder.
Would
Yeah,
I
and,
pick
uh,
that
and
up
I
with my
sat down
Arcana
to
check
start.
earlier?
no. You're
We
no,
found
no.
a magical obelisk. I'm assuming it's magical, and a ton of library items detailing the timeline of Kryn, including into the future.
Oh man, sounds so cool. Hurry up, guys.
Come through here when you get a chance, my friend.
But you're
We'll be
saying
over in
no
a
bad
week.
guys, nothing else like that so far, right?
You're breaking up, Weldon. I couldn't hear you.
We're
Say it one more
good.
time, Evan.
Come on, guys, hurry up.
Okay, I'm popping back through to the other room, and I'm promptly going to look to see one if I can find anything that just stands out as a clue on what's happening with the timeline. And two, I'm going to the very end to see where the timeline ends.
Okay, we'll get there. All right, so you're doing that. I'm actually trying to find you guys a stinking map so I don't feel like a piece of poop DM.
No, it's okay.
No,
It's the top of the
dude.
tower. We can all imagine the
Draw
top.
a
The
big
Theater
circle,
of the
draw a little
mind.
circle that looks like the stairway. We can do it. The audience can imagine it.
Yeah, I'm
In
good.
Fellowship of the Ring, when Gandalf
Alright.
is on the top of Orthanc, that's what it looks like,
That's
There you go.
pretty close, yes.
but smaller.
And
Not as tall. Probably a similar space though, like size space, because that wasn't a very large. Anyway, so go ahead. All right, so there you are. You're there. You're up at the top.
Okay, so once we're on the top, Elnora is going to look for one of the dragons. See if you
Perception.
can see any in the air. Because I did tell them last time to keep an eye out, or
Yeah.
to you know what I mean, perception.
Perception.
No, we don't, Megan. Tell us.
So
Yeah, I mean,
Not too
from your vantage point, you knew where you were. You definitely see all four. Well, actually, you only see three. One is in the air, but you weren't able to see the one in the air. You see the three hanging out. They're mostly just chilling and resting.
I will say to Tarn, I'll say, I don't suppose you have any means to signal the dragons from here, do you?
Well, I could. What type of single are you looking for?
The whole of
you-
Gondola.
I was thinking more like firing sparks into the air, or
Garrus just
launching a big
bellows
fireball
as
in the
loud
air
as
or
he
something like-
can. Dragon.
I'll use booming blade to summon them.
Ooh.
I'll
I
just
can't
walk
raise
up
my
with my
booming
battle
blade.
axe, cast booming blade, and hit it against one of the side of the tower.
Do it like shaving a haircut, so they know that it's not just you spell casting.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
So, actually,
Or
The
let's say
brass
Elnora.
drag-
Maybe Elnora has a special signal that she uses for shine.
So I would say Shine. Actually, Shine was Shine. No, it was Hearth was healed, I think. So Hearth is the one that actually comes to you, who'd been airborne at the time.
Okay. And I'm going to say we need to. This is Garrick Draken, the king of the ogres.
Shall I eat him?
That's a
Not
great
yet.
idea.
And he kind of like
Yes.
pokes him with with one of his claws. He does not look like normal ogre kind.
No, he doesn't, and we need to investigate this further. I want him. We need to take him back to camp where we can secure him properly and interrogate him, and if possible, ransom him for some of our prisoners.
I would be honored. Can I take at least a bite if he gets unhappy?
Yes,
He gets ornery.
not a big one.
He
Very
doesn't
well.
need both feet.
And I'm going to look to Garrus and Tarn and say, I suppose this is where we part ways.
What?
I'll say, you have your quest and I have my mission. I'm needed here. I can't go off to strange places and other times. This is where I belong.
This is
Well,
always a surprise to
They
me.
always leave.
Everybody's always leaving.
You know, there was a cleric here. He was super nice. I liked him. He's gone. There was a half elf. He was really a cool guy. He's gone, and now the knight.
So
That's our
mean,
lot
um,
in life.
that's I think that's what Elnora would do. I don't think
So
she
out of
feels like, and she forgot why she was helping you in the first place. So it's not like she feels honor bound to continue helping you.
yeah,
Right.
out
She
of
didn't give any oaths. That
character,
makes sense.
I have a question about the Dragonlance that I've been carrying around.
Currently, I'm carrying it.
You want to give it to
that's right.
Elnora as a token of friendship.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like it belongs here. It's supposed to be here. Do I have any reason to think I should take it with me?
Do you feel like you have any reason to take it with you?
Dragons.
Like it's kind of cumbersome, don't you think? I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean,
Big
people are
and
having to carry it
important.
around. It doesn't really fit in places. I don't ever want to make you feel like you're being forced to do something.
yeah.
So
I'm just like
it's a
I
pretty
think
cool, honorable
really
thing to do.
cool, and I feel like Garrus would like offer it to her and say, "Look, if you're staying, you're fighting this war. You're gonna need this more than me right now." It seems like I don't know, but like Tarn said, like Chuck said, Tarn has it right now. So anyway, all right. So then Garrus kind of turns to Tarn and says, "I think we should let Lady Elnora take the Dragonlance with her."
No.
No,
No.
he says no.
We do know
I
it
take,
works.
I take the
very
dragon
well.
lance. I take the dragon lance off, put it down. Then I take off a small keg of ale and put it next to it. Then she takes the lance. She has to take the ale.
That's fine. Thank you. I think.
It's the last of the journeyman's ale.
Thank you for the ale. I'm sure
No.
the troops will enjoy it, and she'll.
So Megan, he made that ale a couple levels ago, before everyone, the journeyman knew he was going to die, and he kind of like set everything up, and he helped Tarn make the ale by sending it into the future and aging it. for
Oh,
him.
interesting.
Yeah. Well, like putting it into place and then, then getting it, whatever. Anyway, he used time travel to age it. So it's important now. He's only busted it out for good occasions for the most part.
So she will nod a solemn thanks to Tarn, sensing that this is important ale. And then she will reverently lift the Dragonlance. And she appears truly humbled. She almost looks like she's about to cry as she's lifting it up. And she'll say, Thank you both. You have truly honored me and honored the knighthood. I will wield this in defense of righteousness for as long as I need to. And then she says, and I will, if anyone asks me, I will tell them that this was the lance that Garrus the Dragon Slayer used to slay many of the Dark Queen's minions.
And
Yes.
Garrus gives her the
Yes.
Minotaur farewell. He says, next time we meet, may it be as comrades, but if we must meet as enemies, may the gods sing of our battle. And then he shakes her hand. Warrior's handshake.
Wow. I'm a little speechless, but I wasn't sure that this would be your last session, but I understand. I know we're not always going to be able to game on Fridays. So I just want to say I really appreciate it, Megan, and you have definitely brought something to the game over the last several sessions you've been, and you're always welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind hanging out
That's-
for the rest of the session.
Oh, yeah.
just
Please.
to watch.
I'll
That's
give you
a
stuff to do.
classy-
Trust me. Trust me. I'll give you stuff to do if you want.
Okay,
That is a
I'll hang out.
classy exit.
Yeah, hey, that's sort of my thinking.
Wow.
Instead of just vanishing from the campaign, let me go out with a moment.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, sure.
So all the dragons kind of end up flying up to the Citadel. Two of the dragons take False King, whatever, and the more stronger dragons, and the other two are just kind of waiting, and then I guess you would just get upon your dragon and ride off into the sunset. And
Yeah, and I'm gonna have the dragons all
It is sunset at
roar a
this time,
salute,
too.
roar a salute to my group.
wow.
Woohoo.
Wow. That was pretty awesome to everybody. So I feel like maybe a little early, but let's go ahead and take a 5 or 10 minute break, use the restrooms, and come back, and we'll get into the other part of the game. Travis, if you could put us on break, if that's okay. like reboot, or what do you need to do?
Int to close Streamlabs and reopen. I really don't want to do that.